could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a...
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Great. I'm coming after you. Check 55.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Gun. Right there, 55.
3rd and long, it's Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Green with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton completes it to Samuel. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Carolina.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
From the 39, Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Watch the screen.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike is 59.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped. A yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. Green able to dance free. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here we go. Here we go. Take the Pittsburgh. Keep forward. Go, go, go. Switch, switch, switch.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience is early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Green. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 more yards.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. He completes it to Bryant. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Falcons first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Now this throw caught left side. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. On 2nd down, it's Green, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ricky. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch twist. 54's Mike. Check. Watch this. 54. Hey, defense.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the shot. Mike's 5'4". I got one. Mike's 54. Oh, yeah. Yes, they go.
Jackson operating from the gun. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. To try again after the sack, Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing is Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Green. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go, D. Check your hot read. 20. Check 25. Check 25. Check, 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 check. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, watch the edge, watch the
They run the counter. Green. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Check, 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 check. Slam.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Here's Matt Bosher now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 2-yard line.
Ready? 780. Check. 8. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
From the end zone, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gun. 3 down. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Come on. Hey, check Mike. Watching you 5.
To throw from his end zone. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. On the right side, caught by Green. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
Let's go. Begin.
Now it's Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a first down on a gain of 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
That's what I do.
Throwing again. Newton. And right with it here over the middle. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. Oh, he tried to pitch it and the ball's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Tack McKinley in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
From the 41, Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well open. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a 1st carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense.
Newton on 1st down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield, or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Newton now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
20.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike 54. You can't block me.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Mike 55.
Now Newton on 1st down. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
That is caught inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Here we go. 180. 55. So we got man.
Here's Newton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Newton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Extra point try good by Gano. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got